Right, apologies about that, everyone. Welcome back to TFRL B League. We are still here. I just had to leave the lobby because of my connection. I had a session no longer exists glitch. But we are back, we are live, and we are starting. Let's start, because I want to get this race going. Small Guy is joining me in the commentary box. He'll be back very, very soon. And you're stuck with me for probably the rest of qualifying, at least. Make sure you're appearing online in case anything happens. Yep, James Killer, if you can, bloody host the lobby, that'd be great. I mean, he's not got the best connection, but... Right, there we go. We are starting back. And we're starting dead on 6 o'clock. Well, a minute late. So that's not too bad at all. I'm going to send James a message on Snapchat saying... I feared my connection would be down, would go down. Right, that's sorted. He's been messaged. And we are loading in. Have we lost a driver? No, we haven't. We've got 12 drivers here tonight, and I shall run you through the championship standings. There we go, made it clear. And we've got 8 viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's have a run through of the standings then. And we do have a dry qualifying session, which is different to what we had last night, of course, in TFRL A League. And if you missed that, then you missed an absolute treat, because, well, it was absolutely brilliant. I mean, 8 drivers within 3.5 seconds of each other was absolutely sublime, and the driving quality was phenomenal on that. But this is TFRL B League, this is a whole different league. As you can tell, 12 drivers for an earlier start time. It is a very good attendance, I feel. There will be new drivers coming in after the break as well, and in case the B League drivers did not know, there is a break after this race. And we do have our first car out on track. It's David Wallbank in the Renault. And David is looking to try and score his first points of the season. After 2 retirements, finishing 11th in Bahrain, and not finishing, and he didn't even start last time out in Baku. But, championship standings going into this race. Lixa leads the championship in the McLaren with 61 points. 2 seconds and a win, of course, in China. Storman second on 51, very, very consistent in the 3 races he's attended. Neil's in 3rd after his dramatic win last time out in Baku. He's on 45. Superhero is 2 points off him in 4th on 43, and he's attending tonight, which is good to see. Toad, retirement last time out in Baku, but he's still 5th in the championship on 40. He is David Wallbank's teammate. Goldie not attending tonight because of the Mexican Grand Prix. He is in 6th on 37. And then there's a bit of a jump down to Deneen in 7th on 26. Billy on 8th on 24. Lightning Reb on 18 in 9th. And Jacko, who hasn't attended 3 races in a row, is in 10th place. So that's the top 10 of the standings, and we've got plenty of cars out on track, so let's take you through a lap of the Spanish circuit, the Circuit de Catalunya. And of course, we are in the Basque region of Spain. 13 viewers, thank you very much for tuning in. If we can get the links sent out around your friends and maybe family and all sorts, then that'll be much appreciated. And don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to the TFRL channel, as we are 2.5 minutes through the session and David Wallbank is on his lap. And I think he's the first out on track, unless somebody went past him, which they might have done. David Wallbank just getting a little bit wayward. Drivers have got to be careful, of course, around this track with the left front, especially. We saw last night with Lightning MFS lasting 26 laps on the mediums. I hope it will be done. I'm not sure if there is lag coming from David Wallbank's end or if it's from the lobby from David Wallbank's end. He's coming around the final couple of corners now. He is on a lap, and he is going to be setting around a 1:18 here, I think. David Wallbank crossed the line, yeah, 1:18.3 sets the early benchmark for the drivers to beat. And with it being a dry qualifying session, of course, we won't have, I fear that we won't have many changes in the provisional pole order. Superhero's about to come across the line now, though, and he goes second, just ahead of David Wallbank, an 18.382. So I think it was just Wallbank. Oh, and Storm's gone quickest on the softs. An 18.2 from Storm, very nice lap in the Mercedes. So the first of the soft runners out on track is currently on pole. Everyone else, Berra on mediums, Neil's on softs. Apart from that, everyone else is out on supers. Rocco is about to complete his lap. He's coming through the final 5 corners of the track now. I'm not sure if he's backed off on this. Let's have a look. He's going through the left-right chicane now. The last 3 penultimate corners on the track. And Rocco now rounding the final corner. This is looking quicker than Storm. Rocco's coming across the line, and that's a first 17 of the night. It's a 17.6. And Rocco immediately sets the standard tonight of what we'd be expecting from the B-League drivers. James Killer, sorry, not James Killer, Neil's coming round the final corner now. He looks like he's going to be setting around the David Wallbank sort of area, possibly ahead of Billy. Slightly slower than Billy, 19 flat, but he is on the softs. Berra on mediums, who missed last night's race. I have given them the opportunity to race here tonight, and that has gained us a driver, a 19.1 in the Toro Rosso, and he's now teaming up with Fidgeting Dragon, who will have a permanent teammate come the end of the break. Everyone else is now coming back into the pit by the looks, unless I see anybody else that might be on a lap. Let's just watch Niels. He's running out of ERS, but he might be on a lap. Let's just have a look. He's got about 17% battery left in that ERS system, and he is running hot lap mode 5. Now he drops down to 3, so he is saving his ERS, and it does look like he's going for another lap, but he's going for... Oh! That is a huge crash. I've never seen a driver... I see drivers lose it there, but I've never seen the force feedback come off the wall. Might be a bit of a glitch barrier there, if I can get my words out. Neil's parked on track. He's on the outside of the corner, so if you do move off the racing line there, that should be fine. So Neil's taking no further part in this session. That was an absolute huge crash. From Niels, everyone else is now coming out of the pits. His car has now been removed from track. Just be careful though, because his wheel is still there. And I think that might be a bit of his brake as well. And the wheel rim. Very interesting crash. But the only driver out on track that is on any sort of lap is James Killer, but he is coming back into the pits. So let me take the time to have a check of the comment section. And there is a couple of more comments coming in, which is very good, which I'm very, very glad to see. Niels thought he saved that. While looking back on if you go back on the stream, that was a really ferocious crash, if I've got to be honest. And Onyx Mer commenting, heh to you too, Onyx. And Onyx, of course, did compete last night in TFRL A-League. But we're going to go on board with our championship leader. It is Lixer. Finished 6th here last night in TFRL A-League. He was called up at a very late time, and I thought he was going to be taking no further part in that session there. Did well to recover it, and he banks it down. If he can just set a banker lap, that'll be ideal. And he should be saving up the ERS for his lap. And his ERS has actually recharged itself automatically on the lap, which I've never seen before. But we do have a couple more drivers out on a lap. Fidgeting Dragon is on an out lap. Everyone else looking like they're on an out lap. There are people starting laps. Let's go on board with David Wallbank. Currently sitting in 5th, just 16 thousandths off Superhero, who's sitting in 4th. Quite close between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th on track. About 3.5 tenths separating Storm to Billy at the minute, which is not too bad at all. And David Wallbank will be looking to improve on his lap. He's running in hot lap mode 5, but I tend to say to drivers, overtake mode 4 is the way to go. here in Spain, because Overtake World 4 does gain you a bit more speed on track. We'll just see if his connection might have fixed itself through the middle, through the final sector. He did end up, I think it was around a 52 in the middle sector, which is quite decent. Only two not out on track are James Killer and Rocco. Everyone else seems to be on laps. Lixer and Lightning Reb are yet to set lap. Wallbank. Dev Wallbank now coming across the line. Nice lap. 5.5 improvement. Superhero jumps up to third. We're going to get a flurry of improvements now. Storm now on the super softs. He looks like he's going to be going ahead of Rocco here. Storm coming across the line, and it goes pole. 17.4 for Storm. The Mercedes driver without his teammate Liam DKW fending off the challenges at the minute, and Storm goes pole for now as we've just reached the halfway stage in this session, and Storm leads the way from Rocco. Devo Wallbank rounding off the top three. Superhero won fourth, and Deneen has immediately jumped up to second there. 17.4, nice lap on the Sauber driver. Always seems to put in good laps in qualifying. Whether his performance will be higher in the race is to be seen. He has had a couple of bad results. Oh, and he's going off track, similar to where Small Guy went off in the same car last night. Small Guy, I hope, has not heard that. And just looking at other people that might be on laps. Fidgeting Dragon might be on a lap, actually. So let's have a look how the Toro Rosso driver's doing. Of course, he's got Berra as his teammate, using that slipstream to great effect. Somebody, I think, ran out of fuel there. Fidgeting Dragon is a 100th up in the middle sector. So let's see how he takes this final sector. There are yellow flags ahead. I think those have been covered, though. And green's now in operation through that section of track. Fidgeting Dragon now coming towards the tricky left-right chicane. Nailed the left, nailed the right, runs a little bit wide. Little bit fidgeting on the outside curb there, but that's a huge improvement. 17.9. He goes ahead of Superhero and goes sixth. So nice lap by the Toro Rosso driver. And if you're wondering where you have seen Fidgeting Dragon before, there will be an announcement about the GT3s coming up very, very soon. And it is one that shouldn't really be missed at all. There will be more details coming out about that in the not too distant future. It is just over 10% at the minute. Superhero on a lap. Superhero looking, of course, to try and regain some of his form from last season. He's had some good performances so far this season. He's a 10th off in the middle. He's about to run out of his ERS charge. Superhero, of course, won in Bahrain. And if anybody else, bar Goldie, Superhero, Lixer and Niels, if they don't win tonight, we will have our 5th different winner of TFRL B League. Similar to A League, because Scuba won last night. And if you haven't seen that stream, definitely go back and watch it, because it is a phenomenal race. There's a bit of a incident between Mark and UFC, but that's about it. I think Rocco's on lap. Let's have a look at the Ferrari driver, just to pick up on Lightning Reb. He has set a lap 18.4 down in 7th at the minute. He's nearly 3.5 tenths off Superhero, and Lixer I think might be starting his lap, or he's on a lap. Rocco now coming around the final corner. This looks like it's an improvement. Rocco coming across the line. Yeah, he goes a 10th quicker. Goes 17.5 and 1.5 tenths separating the top three. He's just got to be careful because that Sauber driver is coming out the pits, but the Sauber lets him go. And that is Deneen coming out the pits just behind him. Lixer is starting a lap. So let's ride on board with him. He's now on the super soft compound of tyre, not on the softs as is appearing on the left hand side of the screen. Got 5 minutes and 25 seconds roughly left in the session, and Lixer now storming through the first sector, championship leader. We're going to try and get this pole position, and of course he will be up on his time. That time is definitely off in the first sector. That was a 21 rather than a 25 as it may have appeared on your screen. I'm not sure if there's a bit of a timing glitch going on actually on the right hand side with the lap times, but it does correct itself before we get to the line. So DRS now in operation. There are 2 DRS straights on this track. Of course, the main straight and this straight, leading up into the 3rd sector. And Lixer again, just running wide a little bit, but this is a very, very clean lap from Lixer, and he did go quicker than Storm last night in TFRL A-League. So if that's anything to go by, Elixir should be going pole here. Elixir coming around the final corner, just gets caught on the curb a little bit. I think this is going to be slower actually. Yeah, 17.6 goes fourth, but it's good to see 2/10 separating the top four at this stage of qualifying. David Wallbank is about to start his lap. See if anybody else is on a lap. Lightning Reb is not. I don't think. No, he's not. Deneen's in the middle sector. Storm in a lap. Let's have a look at our current pole sitter in the Mercedes. And he's going round now into the final sector. The final 5 corners now await him. Storm through the right now into the tricky left and right chicane. If you get caught over the curb, it can invalidate your lap, but Storm's very nicely there. This is an improvement, I think. Storm coming across the line. Storm doesn't improve, 700th off in the end. He'd be frustrated that he did lose a little bit of time on that lap, but he gave it his all and he was only 700ths off his personal best. That is a very good lap, and he runs wide. He can try and pit and go for another lap, but I think he should just stay as he is and go for another one. I think Elixir is on a lap. No, he's not. He's been in the pits. Fidgeting Dragon is just about to start a lap. Anybody else on a lap? I think Billy was up in the first sector there, 900 subs. So let's have a ride on board with the Haas driver. I'm not sure. Is Billy in the right car? Let me just double check. I think he's in the wrong car. So he's in the right car. Oh yeah, he is. Sorry, yes he is. Goodness me, I'm thinking he's in the Sauber with Deneen. Oh, goodness me. Thank you very much for that anyways. Billy now approaching the end of the middle sector, and he's just gone through that second sector split. Can he improve on his 18.5? I hardly think he can. If he can go ahead of Superhero, it'll be a nice 8th place for him. In Lightning Red might improve though, so could be 9th. Niels of course can't improve. Bera and James Killer probably can. Billy now rounds the final corner. This is a big improvement from Billy. 17.9. He does go ahead of Superhero, and he sets an identical lap time to Fidgeting Dragon, who is just starting his lap behind him actually. Let's have a ride on board with anybody else. Is anybody else on a lap? I think Deneen might be on a lap in second. Coney sitting in second, 17.443. Can he find time? No. Oh, he's just realised that, yeah, he's just realised he wasn't going to make the time there. Storm retires out of the session. I think that's just a natural retirement. There'll be yellow flags appearing up, but don't be concerned. 7 drivers within the 17s, which is good to see, and around 5.5 separating the top 7. The full field covered by around 2.93 seconds roughly. But if you go down to Storm, if you go down to Bera from Storm, there is around 1.7 seconds separating the top 11 here tonight in TFRL B-League. David Wallbank retires, he can't improve. He's got to be wary though, because some of these guys could be improving behind. And speaking of improvements, let's have a ride on board with Billy. Is he improving? Don't think he is this time around. Coming across the line, yep, 4/10 down. Fidgeting Dragon 600ths down in the middle. Has he found something? No, 4/10 down. Again, and Elixir is just starting his lap. Deneen, of course, was going around. Billy feels like he can't improve. I think he should have tried to go for another lap, if I've got to be honest. Don't think the time was there for him to set another lap. Bera, though, is on the softs. Soft tyres? What? Yeah. And there's Deneen retiring as well. So Bera is on a lap at the minute. Toro Rosso driver, who didn't make the A-League race, so I've kindly brought him in to B-League tonight. And his connection seems to be holding up for now, after his dramatic power cut in A-League just before we were about to go into qualifying. I do believe he left. Bera, though, is going really quick on this lap. Surely not Paul. No, it's not going to be Paul. It's an 18.2 and he goes 9th ahead of Lightning Reb. Elixir is the only one that can improve. So the current championship leader Currently sitting in 4th. He's got to find 2.5 tenths to go on pole. And his licks are finding. Let's have a quick check on board with the race director. No, he's not. He's 2 tenths down. And I think he's just made a mistake in the back of shot. Licks are now around the final corner. And again, he makes a bit of a mistake. He is going quicker, I feel, though. Licks are coming across the line. Dramatic stuff. Oh! Just fell short of his personal best. I think he messed it up coming up the hill. Running down into the 4th last corner. He has pushed himself up. No, he was 4th. He was about, I think he was about 600th off on your on his lap time in the end. But there we go. That is qualifying over, and Storm is on pole. I think, is that his first pole position in TFRL B League? I think it might be. Yeah, nice lap. 17.4. Deneen in 2nd, Rocco in 3rd, Lixer, current championship leader, in 4th. David Warbank rounding off the top 5. And it's Fidgeting Dragon, Billy, Superhero, Berra, and Lightning Reb. Good to see the drivers separated by 8.5 tenths, the top 9. Lightning Reb, full 2nd, separating the top 10. Niels and James Killer as well. And you never know, we could be getting joined by somebody in the party very, very soon. I think Will is on the way back from Carton, and he said he could join halfway through, so I hope he can. And it looks like it's a dry race. Yep, just to pick up on some of the comments that's going on in the B League chat, remember to get out the way of your outlap, even if a driver might not be on a lap. Billy apologising there, which is good to see, but remember to get out the way on your outlaps, because it can interfere with people's qualifying sessions, and that makes my job, and Small Guy's job, and the admin's job, a very, very difficult one. So, that being said, qualifying prediction, race prediction, top 3. Oh, but I've just seen they've started next to each other. Uh-oh. That could end bad. Take it easy, guys. David Warbank and Fidgeting Dragon. I don't want to see another incident between these two. Do it on the formation lap. That's all I'm saying. Elliot's putting in about Porsche Super Cup, which is helpful, but I mean, it's starting to lag, the lobby, a bit, so... which is not great. But I think it's because I'm on airplane. I've got my airplane mode off. I'm just checking the comments, make sure I haven't missed anything before we go into the race. There are comments coming in. There are more comments coming in, but I don't know... there's 11 comments, but I don't know... I've only got 10. I've only got 9 even coming up in the comments. Yeah, 25 past. 25. Yeah, we should only be running over by 10 minutes into qualifying. 15 minutes at the most. Which isn't too bad. Lightning Esports has joined us. Neil's on the wrong strategy. Fidgeting Dragon said he could find a few tenths in the final sector as well on his lap. Yes, he did. 26 laps. Left front, yeah, he was... Yeah, he was, I think, I was talking to him earlier on, and I think he had 82% on that left front at the end of the race. Which is good, which is great time management. But here we go. TFRL B League, round 5, here in Spain, is about to begin. The light sequence now coming on. Very dodgy camera angle, that's a better one. Storm coming across. It's lights out and away we go, and Storm has got a good start. Look, Elixir getting a great start. The McLaren driver could be fighting his way up the lead of the race here. 3 wide into turn 1. Elixir is trying to go through the middle of both Storm and Deneen. There's a bit of lag going. Hanging around the outside of Storm. I think everyone has kept it clean and behind. Lightning Reb and Superhero are fighting position. I think that's Berra going off track a little. We've got a lot of lag here. I'm not sure. Ooh, lightning revs in the gravel, I think. Yellow flag in sector 2. I think that's for him. Storm hangs around the outside for the lead of the race, and Storm is now back in front. Deneen in second. Rocco, David Warbank, Lixer, your top 5 at the minute. Interesting to note that Berra and James Killer are both on the soft strategy. Hopefully the connection does hold up, and we can deliver you a very good race here tonight in TFRL B League. And yep, yeah, superhero in the Force India. Hopefully, I really hope. Is it lagging on your end? Let's move my. Oh, session no longer exists. Brilliant. Yep, radio commentary. I am still on F1, but I'll see if I can join back without having to go off the game. Yeah, because I'd have to restart the. Oh, I'm straight back in. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. I do apologise for this, guys. And I'm spectating. What the hell? Have I joined? I can't spectate. No, keep on going. Keep on going. I'm just gonna have to restart the stream, that's all. Apologies, guys. I will have to restart the stream. We'll be back in 2 minutes.